Hi guys, Brendan Leahy here again from Naked Edge Real Estate, and welcome to the Perth market update for the end of March. It's been an interesting few months to say the least. With the handing down of the Banking Royal Commission, things have been very interesting out there as far as buyers and sellers go, as we're starting to see the APRA recommendations taking effect and the banks actually getting a little bit better at lending money again. If you've got a really good credit rating, then you can still push towards the 90, fractionally over the 90% mark for borrowing capacity. But if you don't, and your credit rating isn't that great, then you're going to be closer towards the 80% lend, or just under it. So getting your credit rating right at the moment is very important. And it's going to be like this now for the foreseeable future. The other thing we have coming up is the federal election. That creates uncertainty with people and slows the market. But from June, July onwards, I can see a very strong upward trend. The reason I'm confident going forward about the Perth market is a few simple facts. The vacancy rate about 18 months ago was sitting at 7.8% for rental properties. That has dropped dramatically now down to 2.3%, which is all the people coming to Perth to start working in the mining industry again. That will then start to spur rents to rise, and from that point you'll start to see first home buyers jumping back into the marketplace because it's essentially cheaper to buy a home than to pay rent on one. And the reason these things will continue to happen is we've got good strong iron ore prices, which have been nice and steady now for the last few months, going on 6 months, sitting at around the $100 a tonne for medium grade iron ore, which is good for going forward. So that being said, it's a really good time to jump into the market and go and buy yourself a home. There is property sitting out there now that are under $200,000 for first home buyers, and they should be jumping in while they can. Because to take Sydney as an example, and I know prices have dropped back over there, but you do need to remember in 2010, Sydney was what everyone was saying was a basket case and not to spend any money in Sydney. If you'd done that back in 2010 and sat there and hung on and sold in 2018, you would have made 86% on average on any property you purchased in Sydney in 2010. Perth is now in the exact same spot Sydney was in 2010. So my advice is go out there and get your hands on some real estate and then sit back and watch what happens over the next few years. I think you'll be pretty impressed. I know it has been tough, but that's real estate. You need to hold it for the long term, not the short term. My advice to sellers at the moment is if you have to sell, be very realistic. And if you're thinking of buying or need to buy after that, just realise that everything has dropped together. So the price you're getting for your home now and what you go to purchase are going to be relative. And if they all start to rise again, the same thing's going to happen. For more in-depth information about your suburb and for full statistics in there, please click on the link below or go to our website.